Happiness is a warm gun.
What the hell?
Beatles, baby.
It's a warm gun.
That's right. John Lennon's wacky.
He is wacky.
I can't believe you bastards have returned. I really cannot.
You're always surprised by that.
Week after week, they just don't learn.
Week after week, but we do encourage you bastards to return week after week because this is where you get your news and your tech geeky stuff.
That's right.
Really. And of course, you know, Ram McNally to my right helps us out with that. The Duchess, Sir Adam Plant. Also very, very informative.
Your Highness.
Really, he really is. And I'm Flemo. And
Paul Flemo,
I don't
our Australian host.
really do much except for speak Australian.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, you know, here we go. Best Damn Tech. This is like June 12th, right?
I believe it is the 12th.
The 12th, okay? And we are leading in with Best Damn News because I know you want it. Because I know you want it.
You messed up my dancing time.
That's terrible dancing plan. Really, you need to spend a bit of time with him.
It's not
Yep.
super happy special time.
Kata.
It's a Japanese thing.
Here's why I'm PO'd.
Why?
Google Maps have launched their Street View, okay? We spoke of it the other week. Maybe last week.
I love
even.
that service.
It was last week.
People are loving it.
good
But
service.
people are not so loving it, right?
That's right. They're getting busted.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you've got people who are weird shots, urinating on the street side, young women in skimpy swimsuits,
Awesome.
homeless folks just hanging out on the street,
Not awesome.
as they do. You know, a lot of people up in arms.
But panties.
But
What's the
panties up the crotch. Here we have a little shot of someone with their panties up a crotch getting into a car.
look at that whale tail.
We don't like that sort of behaviour. We really don't.
All right. So
Okay, we do.
what happened is Google's van is driving around, taking pictures, 360-degree pictures of all these streets, and it's just picking up what's naturally happening, which is
The public.
bums
It's the
and
public
urination
being
and
public.
underwear.
Is this like Google Van with had the Google on the side?
I don't know. Adam was telling me about it.
I
Google
doubt it.
One. and the
There's
license plate?
several of these vans, and they're driving around, you know, different cities, metropolitan areas, and taking pictures, even Silicon Valley for whatever reason.
Right.
And they're just taking pictures of the
Just
area
normal.
so that
Yeah,
you could,
as you
know,
do.
take a virtual walk down the street or whatever. You know, please, while we talk about this, no one use the word cyber. I hate that word.
A cyber walk down the
Yeah,
street.
no, it doesn't exist.
Everyday life
Cyber.
is what you're talking about, Plant. Everyday life.
And lo and behold, they captured the public being public.
Right. So people are complaining, and there's lots of biffo.
There's complaining.
Here's the thing: it's not illegal.
No.
According to the EFF, the Electronic Frontier Foundation,
Not familiar.
it's irresponsible.
It's discourteous and irresponsible.
Give me a break.
Yeah.
I
Those are
know.
the big privacy advocates. That's what the EFF is.
If it's the public, you can take pictures of the public.
Exactly. You know what?
You say that now.
You don't want your
okay?
underwear hanging out of your pants when you get in the SUV? Well, neither does everybody walking by who has to see that.
Maybe they do.
So, you know,
All right, you two, listen. You know, maybe that's so. But I've had a sneak peek at the street view of Google Maps Philadelphia.
Oh, it's like...
And you may not like what you see. That's all I'm saying.
Uh-oh.
Well, no, it's not all I'm saying. Because here you have, I had this sneak peek. So here you have a shot of a normal street, a typical street in PA.
Right.
It just happens to be out the front here. You know?
Yeah.
So we zoom in. Let's zoom in a little closer. And, you know, everyday activity going on, as you do. Let's do a little 360 here if we can.
All right.
And then have a little close-up here of what's going on here. Rand, sprung, all right? Here you are peeing on a van in the street.
have you no couth?
Have you no couth
It was...
indeed.
I couldn't get my key out fast enough to get in. So.
I see what you did
See.
get out fast enough.
That's right. It's a lot easier. I already had it in my hand.
So I can't believe you're not dirty at Google for doing that.
Hey, you know...
Here we have Schmitty. Schmitty very happy indeed.
Wow.
In a pretty, what do you call it? Contentious position?
I
A suspicious position with our very own geek chick.
Compromising position.
That is
I'll take
nonsense.
that.
He's getting help with his zipper.
Sure.
Don't do Plant. we know there's a thing going on between geek chick and Plant.
That is crap.
Apparently there's a thing going on with...
That's just being friendly and helping out somebody in need.
And here I am. I had no idea this was being taken.
Oh, you're in it too.
You know, I'm drinking a beer as you do, as I do. Adjusting myself.
I got a little handle.
As you do, it was getting in the way.
Right.
So, that's just what you do.
This is what you guys have to learn. If you're going to go out in public, that's being public. You know?
Not sure if...
Why can't you freebase your meth in private like I do?
Wow. Surprisingly absent is you.
Yeah, well,
What went on there?
I don't remember.
I think you were in the van.
I do not
freebasing.
recollect, Senator.
Interesting.
Anyway, there is some legitimacy
suspicious.
to the privacy concerns, and that's like, if you're looking for an abortion clinic online and you find one, and then you see a bunch of protesters outside, you're probably gonna be like, ooh, maybe the Street View didn't do me a service there.
Right.
Or, you got dudes walking into adult bookstores, people...
But yeah, it doesn't go on, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, well, this is public life, and, if you're worried about being seen by a Google van, then,
Clean up your act.
Wait around
Clean
the
up your
corner.
act, you bastards.
That's right. Don't look for your abortion clinics online. From the lips of Adam Plant.
It would be responsible, though, for, Google is being responsible, actually. Like, when it's requested, they take it down. They take the photo down and they'll put up something else.
Actually quite disappointing for many people, especially with the...
I think that they should be, if you're walking into a porn shop,
Yeah.
screw you. You're walking into a porn shop, what's so bad with that anyway?
Hey.
If you're walking into, maybe you're going to an AIDS clinic or something like that, well, then maybe Google should be careful and take it down.
All right, fair enough, Plant. We've heard enough about that. This show, by the way, brought to you by the Flying Fish Brewing Company.
Also Molson Golden.
Big fans.
And Dock Street.
Big fans. If you get a chance to try them out, try them out. Also, what we're very keen to try out,
Fish.
some of us anyway.
I know what it is.
Do you?
The iPhone, people.
Yes, it is the iPhone. The commercials have been released recently. If you've been living up Plant's ass, which I know many of you do, here's a little snippet of that ad.
So, say you're watching Pirates of the Caribbean. Did somebody say calamari? The closest would be...
Enough with the keys there, Jingle Jangle. We got condenser microphones.
What are you,
here.
a friggin' janitor?
And
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
So I don't know, man. iPhone looks pretty good. I want to get one.
I know you
I
do.
just wonder. I'm surprised they don't have any pre-order information out. If they do, send it to me. info@bestdamntech. I'm trying to pre-order one. I need a phone bad, and I'm just like clutching the strings, and I've got the tin can with the string in it, trying to keep it together. Until
I noticed on our last conversation.
right,
Yes.
until the new phone comes out. I need a businessy phone, and the iPhone seems a businessy.
News for
phone.
everybody.
People are very
The
excited
iPhone
about it.
is G2. It is
Ooh,
not G3.
that's bad.
So what?
That is bad. It means you're talking dial-up speeds.
Loser.
All right.
Yeah, that's what it means.
All right. I don't know about that. But AT&T, the only carriers right now,
Singular was
Jump.
jumping on the bandwagon. I think there's only, there's 2 years in that contract. So for us,
Right.
maybe Verizon or what's that one, T-Mobile users, out of luck, right?
Could have gone
yeah.
for Evo A. That's all I'm
Right.
saying.
And,
Evo A is nice and
A lot of people saying
Right.
that. That's true.
It's 2 price points, $600 and $500, depending on the hard drive size.
Jeez, that's sexy. Does that include the plan?
No, not at all. That's, you probably get a month free, or
some sort of discount
a
on the
little
plan.
gold star or something. But it's
it's
still
up
a
there.
plan, and it's 2 years, and it's a long time.
Come on, it looks very cool. It
does.
really does. And you would be like the Mac Daddy of the neighborhood if you did have it. Really.
So what's the deal?
So get it.
All right,
That's what I'm saying. Get it. And let us know. That'd be fabulous.
Bring it in.
because we're not going to get it probably.
Also letting us know about lascivious activity on the internet. It's Phantom but Duchess playing with the iris
on the virus.
Yeah, playing. People loving the plants.
Virus
the
accident.
fantastic plantastics.
This
really
isn't about me.
Fanatical
This is
botanical.
not about
botanical botanicals.
all
Thank
the
you very
stupid
much.
nicknames you guys have. For
No, that's not. That's not
what this is about.
What is this?
What this is about.
All right, I'll
Is
shut up
Michael.
for a second.
Zalewski.
Who the fuck?
Ah, Salo. Eh?
This guy has made a job of finding exploits in browsers.
Is that good?
Yeah, he's damn good at it.
Awesome.
Is
And
he being good
reports-
about
No,
it?
he's a white hat.
Oh, okay,
He
fair
reports
enough.
them.
All right, Salu, we salute you.
So
Right, that's
this guy
okay.
has found
Thank you very much.
he's found four exploits, 2 for Internet Explorer and 2 for Firefox,
Whoa, Firefox.
both of which have a critical. And well, the worst one is of course MSIE 6 and 7.
No.
and this is cookie theft. Someone can actually lift your cookie through JavaScript if they have a.
It's the Cookie Monster.
I like to keep my cookies.
C is for
Beware of
cookies.
the Cookie
They're
Monster.
good enough for me.
Now, it's a very slim chance that someone can actually organize this, but if they do, they get a lot of information. Like they lift your cookie, it means that if you haven't logged out of your banking site or whatever site, that means they are in your banking site with your credentials.
That's bad.
That's
Right,
very bad.
do people know what cookies are? Does our audience know what cookies are? Rick Simmons, cookies. What are cookies?
You eat them.
Ah, right.
right.
So that tells me that
And so do hackers.
people don't know what cookies
Yeah.
are. What are cookies? They're plant? I know you know about
Cookies are like a little bit of a unique data usually stored on your machine
Right.
that identifies a website who you are.
Ah.
And they're very useful for when you
Useful.
log in, so like
true.
you don't have to keep logging in every time you change a page.
It's your key.
Basically,
little bit.
Cookies are used nefariously. They're used ethically all over the web. Basically, you're gonna wind up with cookies while you surf. It's
Some
just-
sites you can only surf because
exactly.
of allowing cookies.
A lot of JavaScript is dependent on cookies because you have to log in, and anytime you log into a website, it's pretty much depending on a cookie. If you have cookies disabled, there's ways around that, but you're usually hindered.
Right.
So most people do not turn them off.
Cookies are fine for the most part, though.
Yeah, they're fine. They're good.
Righto. They're fine.
A lot of times the cookie only stores a key that actually relates to data that's on the server that's secure between. But there's ways of using, someone goes on IE and they're logged in, and then that site has been hacked, and they wind up on another site that has, maybe like an iframe violation or something like that.
Oh,
they
you've
can
lost me.
hijack your cookie.
Right.
So what they're, this is very rare, but it's possible, and it's a big deal because as soon as a big deal is possible, this could be anything from, personal identity theft all the way to remote code execution.
Man.
And if it's one thing Paul hates, it's remote code execution.
I fucking hate it! Freaking hate it!
Firefox, while we're talking about iframes, also has a big vulnerability where they can hijack your iframe. I see what you're doing over there.
Here's the camera. No, yeah.
Continue.
iFrame! Yay! We know.
And basically, you think you're looking at one thing, you're not, and it starts logging your keys and everything like that. And then, if you leave that frame open and then you go, or that window open, you tab over to another spot, it logs your login information and sends it to somebody.
Okay, right.
So
Got it.
be paranoid as possible. Anyway, he's disclosed these to Firefox. There's 2 others not so critical. And he's disclosed these to Firefox. He's disclosed to Microsoft. Both act like adults and actually say, well, all right, we'll look into it. We'll fix it as soon as we can. Unlike Apple, who not long ago tried to take a bunch of white hats to court. I see you drawing me with a glass and pimples and stuff. So
I'm taking notes, is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what the notes are. Of
no one
course.
can zoom in on that.
I just did.
So
Nice.
extreme close-up joy on the scene.
But I got the camera, bro.
So
What do you say about Apple?
Apple, who's just starting to grow up because they previously thought they were invulnerable to viruses and Trojans and whatnot, used to try to take people to court for finding vulnerabilities. They'd be like, well, we found this vulnerability, we've given it to you so that you know how to fix it and everything. Please fix this for the public.
Fair enough.
And they'd be like, well, we're going to take you to court.
No, they didn't.
They don't do that anymore, thank God.
Oh,
Microsoft did this once. Everybody did it once. They all grow up, and it's kind of like a coming of age.
Have
in
we
the
done it
iOS
yet?
world.
All right, we'll do it.
Oh, yeah, I'm talking smack on Apple. I better stop.
Yeah.
No, I was just saying. We should do it. That's what I'm saying. Just, take people to court for...
No.
Finding vulnerabilities in this show.
Yeah.
Take that.
Speaking of vulnerabilities, and speaking of the show, we use DreamHost,
Oh, yeah, we do. We like DreamHost. We
And
do a
you
lot of
know-
stuff with DreamHost.
who had some vulnerabilities, some attacks this last week was DreamHost.
You want to know why?
Why?
3,000 out of 500,000 sites were hacked.
Out of
this
how
is-
many?
500,000.
Oh,
plus
okay, righto. Fair enough.
were hacked. And they didn't get any personal information about the owner of the site, but what they did get was access to the site and the information on the site. So if you have one of these zero-day exploits and a JavaScript hack that can rip someone off like we were just talking about through one of the browser exploits, you could kind of surreptitiously put it on someone's site in the background, maybe make one of their links, change their link to go to one of your handy dandy iframe hacks
Handy
and get
dandy
them.
iframe.
And so like it wasn't a super big deal. There was only 2 sites of real notoriety on there. Not a lot of notoriety, but they had big name clients and a lot of traffic. DreamHost, as soon as they were notified by Sophos, an antivirus firm,
Yeah.
Of course.
identified this and notified their clients, change all of your passwords. We fixed this now, and please change it. So
They are good
also
like
were-
that. I know they were our side of the week several weeks ago.
Right, exactly.
They've been having issues though. Is it something to be concerned about for us regular users?
The issues that they have had are few and far between when you look at the statistics. I'm not trying to pad it for them either. I mean, you go out there, and I've worked with a lot of hosting companies in different projects and whatnot, and I gotta
Right.
say that they're one of the best companies I've worked with.
Okay. Good.
They've got the ethics in check.
Mhm.
They never try to hijack any registrations or anything like Network Solutions, who tries to make you jump through flaming hoops
Network
to freaking
Solutions,
transfer a
right,
domain
yeah.
away from them. There's all kinds of other people that are a lot worse. And, in a way, the fact that they were targeted like that almost speaks for them actually becoming,
Something.
I almost said notorious, but
Big
having notoriety.
Right.
They're getting bigger, and they're a damn good, company-owned website.
So you got to anticipate a few growing pains there along the way, potentially. Right?
It's gonna happen, and
gonna
happen small scale, and they react. You can. Any company is gonna come under fire. They will always come under fire. Any company in this business of hosting,
It's
because
tough,
there's
tough
DDoS. It is a tough business, and there's exploits that can come from you from any. You're a global company, which means you can be attacked from anywhere in the world.
Right.
And when you're attacked from anywhere in the world, it's not that you are attacked; it's how you deal with it. And DreamHost is exemplary in how they dealt with it.
Awesome.
True, Plant. So true. That's why we rely on him for our virus and virus.
That's right. Thank
And
you,
because
Adam.
I'm good looking.
That's why we rely on him for the iris and the virus news.
Sorry.
We're gonna-
Uh-oh. I know what this one is.
Yeah, we're going around the world. We are going around the world because of the fact that not everything happens here in Bumblefuck, PA. It really doesn't. It happens globally, and that's why we have the World Wide Web.
You can't reel in the World Wide Web. You're simply not strong enough.
Well, I'm trying to catch a
You have to be level 25.
Look, I'm trying to catch a
Webmaster.
snippet of the
And Paul,
World
you
Wide
gotta
Web
try to
itself.
help me out. Say around the world.
We'll see
Wide
if you.
Web.
We'll see if you
All
actually.
Around the World Wide Web.
Boom. Now I can deliver a title nicely. Wow.
There it is.
Like Spike.
And we'll see if you actually harness it. Roll 1d20.
That's right.
The Swedes.
Hoyt Mafloro.
Damn Swedes.
Well, no, that's actually Danish, but it's very close. The Swedes, they're at it again. They're doing some very, very interesting stuff. Very interesting time to be in Mid-Sweden University.
Mid-Sweden University.
Sundsvall, Sweden.
Wow.
Alright? They've actually come up with this
Sundsvall.
Sundsvall. We all know where Sundsvall is. It's Stockholm, and then you chuck a left. And
Oh,
then you
right.
chuck a
Yeah,
right.
that. I thought you
Do
said
a circle.
Schmumsfall. And that,
No, it's not
that's totally
Schwanzfall. It's
different.
Schwanzfall. Anyway, they're doing this paper advertising billboards. where
Analog.
you- huh?
Analog?
Analog?
It's analog?
I don't know if it's
Hard
analog.
copy.
Hard copy. Yeah.
But here you have, and let's show a little video if I can, if that's okay.
Go
I appreciate
ahead.
that. Here you have this demo of this woman who's just going up to a billboard, touching it, placing her hand on paper, mind you. It's not a button. It's not a fancy little doobie whacker. It's paper, and she's touching it. Here comes up some Swedish thing, which could be English if it was in England or America. But you can also go forward on this thing just by pressing this paper button.
I have to check that out, Paul.
Oh, you better check that bloody out.
Next time I'm in Svedensvall University.
Why
It's
would
coming.
you make this when you can harness the power of light?
Well, I mean, that's one other avenue, really. But advertisers are very excited about it because of the implications there of sticking up a little poster,
Yeah.
people coming up to it, putting their hand on it, listening to a little bit of a soundtrack of the band, pressing on a button that says they're in bloody Front Street, Philadelphia, PA.
Right.
How do I get there? Here are the directions.
Wow, that's
Bloody impressive.
From where the poster
I
is
see
put
you're
up,
pretty
or
excited
just
about this.
general?
In general, I mean, you may want to put the poster up in strategic locations.
Right.
But a lot of advertisers are very excited about it.
I'm all
indeed.
about new technology kicking ass.
Are you?
That's right.
All right, good. And this is our mates in Sweden, so...
Boyd Lloyd and Floral Swedes.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Da.
Now, problem.
What?
Guys.
What's the problem?
He was out last week. He was drinking. He was getting into the drink a little bit more.
You're talking about Schmitty, aren't you?
I'm talking about Schmitty. He's continued his drinking escapades.
We're getting worried.
And he's insisted that he wants to say a few words.
All right.
I don't know, I'm a little bit concerned, but we should let him.
We should let him go ahead, show what
He's
he
a
has.
voice.
All right, get yourself spit-faced!
Welcome to Schmidt Face, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Schmidt. This week, I'm paying attention to these fucking Netflix assholes. I like movies. Nothing does a man good than getting hammered and watching a shit movie other than a woman. Anyway, Netflix, they fucking ship movies to your house, and you pay so much a month, and you get a couple at a time, and I don't have to go to the fucking store. Yeah, you fucking lazy shit. Get up and get the fucking movie. Go to Blockbuster, your local rental center. Anyway, point of the fucking story is Amazon and Netflix are rumored to be joining, or Amazon's buying them or some shit. Just this fucking rumor caused Netflix stock to go up 6%. Are people fucking stupid? That business is going out, you fucking retards. Welcome to the fucking internet. That shit's gone. Blockbuster. You fucking get 3 rentals at a time, just like Netflix. You can take your fucking computer, you print out a free fucking coupon every month. You just walk in the store and say, give me a fucking movie. They give you a fucking movie. It's awesome. Then every time you take one of your little fucking rentals back to the store, they're like, hey, yeah, we're going to clear that right out of your queue and we're going to send you another fucking movie. And while you're waiting, here, get another free rental while you're here. It's fucking retarded. Why wouldn't you do that? Fucking... Netflix, don't fucking bother with it. It's a fucking waste of time. Blockbuster, I'm Schmidt-faced. You should get shit-faced. Have a great fucking night.
All right, Schmitty, settle yourself down, mate. Netflix, Amazon, it's quite exciting.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite exciting in the whole online video world.
A lot of people are saying Netflix are on their way out.
Really? Wow. I mean, I use Blockbuster myself because of the fact that Netflix screwed me too many times. Very slow in the whole delivery process.
Yeah.
So they screwed you slowly.
Yeah, it was quite
With this
nice,
song.
actually. Interesting.
But
Anyway, Blockbuster and Netflix and Amazon. There's some
Right.
interesting stuff going on there, and Netflix are offering their whole. You're able to view a movie online for a certain amount of hours, depending on how much of a package you bought.
Right.
Which Blockbuster does not do, Schmitty.
That's
Blockbuster
right.
does not do. So think about that one, you drunk bastard.
that's all right.
Speaking of drunk bastards, or someone related to drunk bastards, I'm telling you. I don't know if you saw the intro, their plant, but there was some disturbing footage.
How is that related to drunk bastards?
Well, it's not necessarily to you, but
I saw the Google shot, and I'm telling you that there was zipper trouble.
Okay, so zipper trouble it is.
Let's-
Let's who in the guys.
was that?
Anyway. Ooh,
That's so rough, dude.
Hey guys, Geek Chick Nick here. Looks like you're having fun up there drinking your beers and sitting behind your desk and talking about shit as per usual. Throw one back for me. This is going out to all the couch potatoes out there, and I know you're there, and it's probably all of you from what I've heard. Unfortunately, my Genie lamp doesn't have a decent cable hookup, so I can't reap the benefits of this. Not to mention, very itty-bitty living space like from Aladdin. But if you have $53,000 to drop and a very, very large house and or apartment, you can pick up JVC's quote, biggest television ever created. This monster of a television is 730 pounds, about 8 feet wide, possibly 8 feet tall. I'm not sure if that's including the screen and the stand or not, and about 3 feet back. So, yeah, that's really fucking big. And on top of that, it's got all the shit you need to be a PC, including Ethernet and your FireWire ports, which is fucking awesome. So, yeah, you've got about $53,000 to drop and space for me in your living room. Pick one up and let me know. I'll bring the popcorn. That's been me. Have a geek week and get the hell out of my house.
Geek chick, back you go there, my dear. And
do you mean by that?
don't think I saw Schmitty in there. Just saying.
What do you mean
That's
by
all.
that?
Well, I'm just saying. He doesn't seem to have any zipper problems. Alright?
Always
Because it
hear
was
from
fixed.
Geek
That's
Chick.
what fashion people do.
Okay,
Alright,
good. Side of the week.
We call it Side of the Week because we do it once a week, and it's because of the website.
That's the
That's true. That's
He's
true.
on to something.
He is onto something. I like that. Little sites found on the interwebs, internet.
yeah.
People talk about them from time to time.
It's called WordPress, and it can be found at WordPress.com.
I know what that is.
What is it?
It's a blogger's fantasy place.
Is it really?
It's where you can go and create your own
Alright.
site
Tell
and
me about
blog away easily without having to know any kind of code, without having to be a graphic designer. They have a bunch of, templates that you can choose from and
Really?
just plug in your own photos and
Yeah.
your own word. Think of MySpace,
It's Mully's
but
hangout.
less MySpacey.
Matt
Matt
Mully. That's right. It's
Anticipated
very,
the-
very, very lovable platform. We love it.
Not to be confused with WordPress.org, which is where you can download your own installation of the platform they use.
Right. They're still associated
Yeah.
with each other.
We like it. We run several sites on it. We use it as a framework for several other sites.
If you really want to start a blog, just go to WordPress.com, create it, have your little subdomain, .wordpress.com, away you go. Alternatively, go to WordPress.org, download the software. Some actually have
Install
one-click
it your
installs
damn
for the dummies like myself.
Uh-huh.
And away you go, choose the theme, create your own theme for those who are
savvy.
In the know.
in the know. Sometimes Plant is in the know.
Sometimes
Schmidt,
not.
when he's drunk,
Right.
is in the know. He can do a little bit of a theme.
He's in the know.
But
he's in the know.
we implore you to check out our site of the week, which is www.wordpress.com. And thank you for joining us once again this week. We hope we informed and entertained and
Edutained.
educated you this week.
Info-jicatained.
A sneer there. Did you hear that?
Was that you?
No, it was
out in
me.
the
Well, audience?
Yeah.
Educate. Bloody hell. Maybe Ryan, he questions the educational element of the
He's
show.
not edutained.
Really? No,
He's
I
not
think,
edutained.
I think he is. He
I
just
think
had
you're
something
wrapping up the
straight.
show.
To my right, Ram McNally, of course, pleasure having you here. To my left, Sir Adam Plans. I'm Flimmo.org, and of
That doesn't
course,
even make sense.
the crew of the Best Damn Tech Show, period, scooch around and the crowd. It's been fabulous having you here again, once again,
Why are you
And
turning
we-
it back to me?
because I gotta go like get up and
you're
stuff
just being
like that.
cool.
Yeah, I'm being
Alright.
cool.
Yeah.
We implore you, or at least, at the very least, I implore you to have a geek week. I'm pretty sure you'll have a geek week this one because I told you last week about not having a geek week, and you really, I think, had a geek week because I told you so. Cheers. Bugger off.